live here with the first semi-final here of the loser bracket. It is Novis, Carl, Soulja and MiQuatro who are battling it out for 2 spots in the loser bracket final. So who will advance in this tournament and who will grant himself a spot in the top 8 here, or who will drop down and will be only in 9th, 10th, 11th or 12th place, but still top 12 is such a good performance from all of the players here. As we see Soulja with a good warm-up, but I'm joined in by none other than SinasAppel. Welcome, man.
Greetings, and once again, let's have a good match here with Soulja and MiQuatro and some 2 new faces. And I guess we see them going out once again because Soulja and MiQuatro only advance together.
Hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they're playing a lot of matches together here, as it seems. And we're starting with Crompots, and if you're not familiar with this mode, we're playing cup mode until 100 points. You get 10 points for the first place, 6 points for the second, 3 points for third, and 4 points for third, and 3 points for fourth place. I often get that wrong because 3, 4, and 4, 3. But if you have exceeded this 100 points barrier, you will activate finalist mode, and you will need to win 1 more round in order to advance into the next round. Top 2 will go into the next round, and we will start just now. Crompots by Omnipots and Kronos. Take it over, Sinas.
Alright, here we go. First round and we are off. And yeah, it's gonna be an interesting match for sure. Let's see, all the players of course are super close together around the start, but we will see the first differences coming in here, right here. And Novis right now taking a slight lead. And we have the inside pole line going away from the former world champion Carl, and it's not really paying off for him as Novis is once again in the lead. Soulja slowing down a little bit here. It does make the jump, although it looked a little bit risky. And we are now off into the next drift. And it is really super close. MiQuatro with a nice amount of speed actually. And while it was super close a little bit before, and MiQuatro's is now over, I guess, because he is so far ahead. Novis still trying to catch up, and Soulja is in the pursuit as well. The difference of being 0.1 now for MiQuatro and Novis. And oh, Novis with the inside line. He's going for the attack. And MiQuatro with a briefy line. Here comes Novis, first place for him. But MiQuatro may be able to catch up. No, he's not. Soulja now also going for the attack for second place. Novis looking good here to take 10 points in the first round. But it might be Soulja or MiQuatro in second place. Here comes Soulja though with more speed. Who is going to win? I don't even know. It is Soulja.
4,000 between top 3. What do you... Oh my god. What was this round? Oh my god. 4,000 of a second. What is happening? Okay, so Soulja taking the first place after Novis got a really good section, but MiQuatro was so far in the lead. But unfortunately, he was stumbling in this kind of blind jump, where he had a little bit too much airtime and got a little bit too far to the left. But still a very good start here to the round. Very good times every time here in the midsection of 105, I think. Yeah, it was 10, no, 10, wait a minute. Crompots 105. Yeah, 105 is very good because the world record is 105.08 from the Dedimanias. But again, a very close round. Look at this. It is right now Carl. Oh, making a mistake, and he's dead. But again, a 3-man battle between Soulja, Novis, and MiQuatro. They want it so bad. They want a spot in the loser bracket final here. MiQuatro this time around with a good jump. Soulja 200ths of a second ahead, but MiQuatro with more speed. So this will be all in the ending. MiQuatro's overtaking Soulja here in this section. Let's follow Soulja for that last jump, and it will be MiQuatro who will grant himself 10 points here. What a great ending with the 105.32. What a great time. Soulja in second. Novis in third with a 55, and then we have Carl making a mistake and finding himself in last place. So Soulja still in first, but MiQuatro coming up to that second place with 14 points.
And truly an awesome end here by MiQuatro, just making sure that he locks in the 10 points this time around. Doesn't want to lose it again. What? Oh, that was a lag spike by Novis. I was like, what is going on here? But we are good. Novis is fine. So Carl struggling a little bit here at the start of the match, getting last 2 times in a row. And hopefully for him, he can get his way back into the groove here. So far, so good, as he is still close by everybody else. Soulja taking a small lead. Now Novis as well, getting away from the pack a little bit. But it is not over yet. Carl with a nice amount of speed going for the inside line. And he is going for the attack. 6 points now for him so far. But Soulja, look at him. He is so far ahead. And actually, he is popping. Oh, never mind. He is not. He makes a huge mistake. And it is now MiQuatro with a huge amount of speed getting into that first place. And it is Carl in the pursuit. He has more speed, more insight. Maybe he can catch up to MiQuatro here a little bit. Here he comes. He's going for the attack on this next turn. MiQuatro and Carl are incredibly close together here in the end, but it seems like MiQuatro has a bit more speed. Is that going to be enough here in the end? Carl is going for the higher speed amount, and this MiQuatro is ahead, and it seems like the Finnish player will indeed get 10 points.
So MiQuatro staying ahead again. So 24 points for him, but well needed 6 points for Carl there. So maybe he will get in the groove, as you've mentioned beforehand. Novis only with 4 points, and it's Soulja losing a little bit of a lead, or losing some points towards MiQuatro, who takes over the lead now. 24 points for the Finnish player. So great performance for him so far. But also great performance for Carl, who's right now finding himself in last place. Not the best start for the Begenius player. But still nothing set in stone here, as we are only 15 seconds. He decides to go for that inside approach. All the other players went for that outside approach, so they had a little bit more speed. But Carl is still in the mix, so this line is even. This is dead even. MiQuatro, Soulja, and Novis are still in the mix, but this is impossible to call. Speaking of call, it is Carl right now also being in the mix here. Actually in first place with MiQuatro, but MiQuatro and Novis with a good amount of speed, so he will drop down to P3. But what a close round. Every player in between 100th of a second. But Novis making the mistake, and it's MiQuatro yet again battling over Carl. So deja vu from that prior round. But this time around it is MiQuatro with a better landing over this section. So he's extending his lead to 0.1 of a second. Soulja too far behind, you have a saying, and it will be MiQuatro who will grant himself another 10-pointer. So dream start for MiQuatro, except that first round where he got sniped away.
Wow, and a .32 as well. And not a great time by him. And he is just having a blast right now at the start of this match. Another 10 points for him, extending his lead on the scoreboard. And yeah, MiQuatro is looking strong here. Got maybe a little bit sweaty for the other players now, because he seems to be on a hell of a roll. And Novis, 17 points, is struggling a little bit, making some small mistakes here and there. Is not able to get in the big points. So hopefully for him he can do that soon. But now Carl once again for the inside line, and it seems like Novis is overtaking him with more speed.
Wow.
Soulja is falling behind a little bit here, and he is going to need to try and catch up. In the meantime, though, we have Novis once again in that first place. Carl is trying to keep up with him, as MiQuatro is as well. And it's going to be a hard task because Novis is extremely fast, but Carl is doing a really good job at it, actually. And it's not only that, he's overtaking Novis for first place right now. Oh, and here we go. Oh, Novis, you are going so close to the wall, and the equalizing to all 4 players, and we're getting closer and closer together here. 3 players inside each other. And
Soulja!
And Soulja forgot to press the accelerator button in the lead. That's how it looked like. Of course, that's not what happened. But anyway, we have Carl right now in first place. MiQuatro, more speed. He had such a good turn before that, and he always takes good amount of speed on the blue part, and that's going to pay off once again for the Finnish player. Getting 10 points. Novis, barely making it. Wow. And is... Hello?
Hello?
Soulja? Soulja not able to finish here.
Okay, so Soulja was unfortunately not able to finish. Not sure what happened to him. Hopefully he's alright. It is actually... Wow, what a performance on this map from MiQuatro. 44 points. Look at this. It is 20 points of a difference after the first map between the first and the second place. So MiQuatro, bonkers of a performance for him, for the Finnish player. Then we have Carl, 1 point ahead of Soulja because he couldn't finish. And Novis is in last place, but he has 21 points. So this is not too much big of a deal concerning he's still in the mix. But what a performance by MiQuatro there. And now we have Rise Up coming from MD Point. What do you think about this map?
Yeah, I mean, first of all maps are great, so I'm going to say great once again. But this, of course, I think this is the risky finish one, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so it's the best one. Because of that now. But yeah, I'd love to see the finish here. But let's see if at the scoreboard MiQuatro is indeed super far ahead. Let's hope Novis can rise up, if you get what I mean, on from 4th place.
Yeah, because they will only go down together. That's what you mean, right?
No, I mean that Rise Up is the name of the map.
Ah.
Trying to make funny jokes here. It's gonna be
And I didn't get it. Ah,
Yeah.
that's a yikes. Ay. That was a 3-head moment there. So thank you.
Novis looking good so far in the warm-up at least. Oh, this is not the big boy extremely risky finish, but this one is good as well, because you can have a nice low jump that I've seen some sniping happening already.
Yeah, I mean, this ending is really determined by your drift beforehand, and if you get a bad drift, you're not able to clear that finish that good, and you have to take additional risks. So I've seen a lot of players who have actually choked this ending. So comparably to the other maps, it's harder. I would say it's the second hardest finish after that extremely risky finish that we've seen on a different map. But Novis, we were speaking about Novis. Maybe he will rise up to overtake your pun here. Right now in first place, Soulja and MiQuatro are also in hot pursuit. The only player who dropped a little bit behind is Call. Quarter of a second behind Novis here, but what a close fight here for that first place. MiQuatro with a good line here over that stretch, but Soulja got it also very good, and Novis is in the mix. Let's see who will grant himself a lot of speed, because this is really important, because there is a long stretch coming up. Novis did it really good. MiQuatro falling a bit behind. Novis lagging here, but nonetheless he is staying in first place. Soulja goes super close there, but also MiQuatro with a godlike line coming back into that top battle for that top 2. 700ths of a second between all of the players. Let's see who will get the ending the best. Novis looks unstoppable here in this first round, and Novis will grant himself the first place. No, he won't! It will... Wait, Novis didn't finish? Nope. Are you kidding me? Oh no, this ending looked so good, but it's Novis eventually not finishing, and this will kill all this momentum. It's Soulja eventually winning this round, but you hate to see that. You hate to see that.
Yeah, just quoting Radiance right there, indeed, you hate to see it. Novis was on such a good run, and then just finishing it off like that must feel so bad, as a little bit of a frustration going on from the chat here, which I can understand. Hopefully he can focus once again and get back into this match. So far so good actually, as he is in first place and is staying ahead of Soulja and MiQuatro right now. Carl has fallen behind a little bit here at the start, but if he rests a bit, he might be able to catch up later on. Let's see MiQuatro right now in that third place, falling behind Novis and Soulja, who are really on a roll right now. And Soulja, super interesting here, always goes for the inside line and then takes a bunch of speed, loses a bit of speed, but takes the distance shortly. So it is now time for a sick battle, and here we go. Novis with the most amount of speed. Soulja still in the second place. MiQuatro is super close, and it seems like Novis really knows how to do this part, because he extends his leads once again around the mid part of the map. Will he make the finish though? It seems to be the case. He does so indeed. Soulja second, MiQuatro third, and Carl finishes it off at last place. And
what a great time, 103.86. So he has defeated his nemesis there. Of course, this really, this cracks you. This really cracks you if you fail an ending like this, and you need to do it once and twice, and then you getting confident. So Novis now up to third place, tied with Call. Great performance by him, and every time under 104 is winning material, but it wasn't enough for the second place. And we have the third round coming up now with Rise Up. Call still in the mix, but it's Soulja eventually having 39 points, so he's right now in second place. MiQuatro at 54 points. And this is looking good for the Finnish players so far, as he's right now in the lead. Soulja with a little bit of a better line. Equal speed for both of the players, so this is a couple of thousands between both of them. But Soulja takes more risks and almost came into touch there. You've seen that his car tilted a bit to the left when he was approaching it there, but it wasn't the case that he has touched it there. Also, Novis is in the mix. Call is the player who seems to struggle the most on this track. And Soulja versus MiQuatro, but okay, it was only a lag. Okay, I thought for a minute that he completely died, but Novis again in first. So the ending is remaining for him as Novis is approaching it first. MiQuatro with a nose slide, so Soulja will overtake him as well as Carl. So Novis in first, then we have Soulja in second, but a great time again with the 103.87. Sick performance by Novis, despite that mistake in the first round.
Novis's 87 is incredible, because the best time so far has been driven by Pack for the 0.73, so that is super close to it. Novis really showing that what he can do on this map. And yeah, after that little mistake, he keeps on being in the top here. And once again, 10 points to his name. He's now clawing his way back on the scoreboard a little bit, coming closer to Soulja even, and is already in 3rd place, ahead of former world champion Carl, who has, yeah, been struggling on this map a lot. And now is actually keeping up quite well, as MiQuatro is in that 1st place, but still Carl finds himself 2nd. Here comes Novis though, with a nice amount of speed, not only overtaking into 2nd place, but he's now going for the attack on 1st, but this is a really wonky line, and he's going to lose it once again. But Novis pushing it here. Here comes Soulja though, with a bounce of a little bit of a bounce. It's gonna cost him some speed, and MiQuatro and Carl are now in 1st and 2nd once again. Soulja going for the outside line. Oh, and MiQuatro goes into the wall, and that's gonna cost him so much. Carl is now in the 10-pointer, and I said he was struggling, but he is turning it around right now. 10 points to his name almost, as long as he makes a finish, of course. But here comes Soulja, he has more speed. He might risk it here. I don't think it's gonna be enough, and Carl will take 10 points.
So very needed 10 points for Carl there. This will put him up to 45 points, and he will be equal with Novis now, both with 45 points. Then we have MiQuatro still in 1st, even though Soulja comes back strong. Remember, MiQuatro was 20 points ahead of the 2nd placed player, and now it's only 9 points, tearing those players apart as we go into the last round on Rise Up. It's still a super close match. A win for every player is now super valuable, as this will determine where the waves will go, or maybe there will be a bad map coming up. But Novis goes super inside there on the blue part, but the risk actually paid off, and he's 0.05 of a second ahead. But yeah, it is Soulja lurking in shadow, as well as MiQuatro and Carl. So all of the players have gotten a good start here. This time around, it's actually MiQuatro falling a bit behind, but has a little bit more speed than Carl. So this part will determine what your placement will most likely be. Novis gets it really good, as well as MiQuatro. Oh, Novis lagging again. So Soulja will get overtaken by MiQuatro there, and Carl right now down to last place. But still, he can have a saying in this part. Didn't get too much speed. Novis got it really good, as well as Soulja. MiQuatro coming closer as well. This will be all in the last part here. This is impossible to call. But what happened there towards Soulja, and what was that MiQuatro line? So Novis, another 103.85 for him. What a great time. Oh my god, but what was this ending there from MiQuatro? Soulja dropped down, but MiQuatro, ludicrous ending for him. And Carl with a 106.26 after failing the ending in last place.
I mean, wow. Just Novis with the insane time. MiQuatro gaining 0.3 on Soulja in the end. That was a sick round.
Yeah, indeed. And again...
oh, Novis, man. This is why I picked him as #1, but oh, he's gotta... No, he either gets 1st or last, I guess. That's what's going on right now. I mean, these times are incredible.
Yeah, you can't really... it's impossible to call, as you say. And it's actually really dependent on the map. Now we have Cascade coming up as the 3rd map. Map by Kiesler and Wormy. And yeah, the fastest time here was by Twin with a 30.2 if all the datas are still correct. WR is 106.16 by Carl Jr. And players are currently warming up. Novis and Soulja are doing it perfectly fine. MiQuatro in 3rd place, and then we have Carl just a second behind. But looking good so far for MiQuatro. 11 points of a lead. Soulja and Novis both with 55 points. And then Carl with 48 points also in the mix. So he can still have a saying here, of course. But this will go down to the wire. So maybe we can see a quadruple final situation here. I don't want to forecast it, but this could be the possibility, because every player here, of course, it's a top 12. This is a really, really impressive performance by all of the players. And you can see, oh yeah, you can see this risky finish here, which will be very, very interesting to see if the player will die there or not. First round is starting. Let's go.
Alright, so MiQuatro is still in the lead. Let's follow him here at the start of this round from Cascade, and indeed, let's hope nobody crashes, but for spectator value, it would be quite interesting. Soulja going super close to the pole here, but he loses a bit of speed there. It's gonna lose out on the 1st place, and Novis right now looking good, as well as former world champion Carl. And Novis has a little bit of an edge compared to the Frenchman. Oh, okay. I keep getting juked out by Novis's lag spikes, but MiQuatro and Soulja are forming a team in the back line, while Carl and Novis are holding hands in front. Although Novis seems to be breaking from the back, but what is MiQuatro doing? What is going on? He is throwing away his buddy here, and is now getting for the attack on Novis. And Carl is falling behind a little bit, but Novis still in the lead, and he is building up a nice lead here of about 0.1. And Carl is getting back into second here, and he's going back and forth this round. But Novis is the leader so far, and will keep staying that way. But here comes the end, and it's all coming down to the end. Carl is more speed, but he's gonna bump, and he's gonna lose out on MiQuatro, but Novis still first.
Yeah, but what a great round there from all the players. 106.58. What a great time here. Guys, keep in mind, the WR is a 0.1 and the fastest set time is a 0.30. So those times are really, really intense, and it comes down to the wire as we see Novis now up to second place after Soulja only granted himself 3 points. MiQuatro 72 points, so still a lead for him, but it is Novis after a little bit of a wonky start into the match coming back strong. So you can see that Novis is really the fastest player from all of the players here. He's taking a lot of risk, and right now he's at first again. What a great line from him, but a little bit too far inside. Therefore, he didn't get too much speed. And also in this section, it didn't look too good. So it's right now MiQuatro with the better approach here. And also Soulja does it really good. So this is a very, very tight road. Very, very open. The player who's right now in last place, it's Carl, but only with 500 of a second. Oh, MiQuatro goes super close there to the wall. This will be all in the ending. Novis with a leg spike again. But look at the CPs. 4,000 between the three players again. What is happening? So let's focus here on this battle. Soulja with the more inside line. Novis in the lead. And MiQuatro just behind. Who will grant himself the more speed out of this? Novis in first, but the ending is deciding it. Novis is doing it good and is in first. And oh my god, MiQuatro almost lost it there, but Soulja got overtaken by Carl there in the end. But what a close round again in the 106.44. Okay, guys, I will leave the server, okay?
God, what is going on? Novis is on fire. He turned it on right now. He was like, I don't want to be last. Let's go get some 10 pointers. And here he goes, getting the 10 pointers. Novis is on fire right now, and the others are there's no way they can keep up with them. So let's see, Carl right now already struggling a little bit at the start of the round. And Novis is, yeah, here you guessed it, in first already. And looking good once again, even with the line. And MiQuatro closing in a little bit here with more speed, but it's not going to be enough because the new drifts is going to start. And then you lose the advantage once again. Novis is in that first place. So you go inside, but he's going too far inside. He's going to kiss the wall, and the ball is going to say goodbye. All right, Novis looking good here. Carl is on the attack on MiQuatro, and he wants to get in second place, but MiQuatro is still there as well. MiQuatro a little bit more speed, going back into second place once again, but it is still Novis who is far, far ahead. Let's see in the next turn who is going to be second place. It seems like Carl is going for the inside line attack, but MiQuatro has more speed once again and is evening up the score. But this time around, Carl definitely has a better approach here. But, oh, never mind. I mean, what is going on? They keep on trading places, and it's going to be all about the end. And it seems like MiQuatro is getting wrecked here.
106.
Wait, 1.39? What? What is this time?
I'm flushed. 106.39. The WR is a point. Wait a minute.
Right? Or did you?
It's a 0.16, but still a 0.39. The fastest set time we have seen so far is a 0.30 by Tween. And Novis is just dropping those mid 106 times like it's nothing. And again, Novis with a good start, lagging a little bit. Carl this time around as well. And yeah, Novis still lagging. I can't really see him. Oh no, he's back here. At least that's for me. But what a close round here. Every player in between each other. Look at this. Soulja opts for a little bit more outside approach, but it wasn't quite good for him. As right now it's a battle between Novis and Carl Jr. Carl. We have MiQuatro here. But the lines that Carl is taking here are, of course, Carl Jr. material. So very impressive to see that. As we see a very close fight here. Every player in between each other of 1/10 of a second. So what a close fight here between. It will be all in the ending. Oh my god, it's MiQuatro with a better approach. But this is impossible to call here in the ending. Carl in the lead. Soulja with a bad approach. MiQuatro and Novis. Who will take it? It will be Carl in first. And MiQuatro dropping from second to last place.
And another nice time here, this time by Carl, 0.46. Yeah, MiQuatro getting a bit wrecked here in the end, gotta be honest. He got thrown to the left. But Carl with a super nice time. And by the way, this is the loser bracket semi-final. If you told me this is the grand final, I would believe you. I mean, what is going on here? Such nice times and everybody is just so consistent. Not many mistakes at all. As we do see Carl losing him out on a bit of speed here at the start, together with MiQuatro. And we see the top forming already. Novis and Soulja doing a good job for themselves here in the start of this round. On to the blue part, and Novis is the one leading once again. But Soulja is super close. And we are going into this next drift. Who goes for the best? Oh, MiQuatro, here he comes. Oh. He's going for the attack. And he is going to try and close the gap. As Soulja is now in the lead, but Novis has more speed. So he's going back into first once again. And here we go into the next checkpoint. There is no difference between these two players. And MiQuatro somehow not touching the ball there. And this between Novis and Soulja still for that first place. They are still literally kissing each other right now. Well, not literally, figuratively, I guess. And it is Soulja now who is actually with the better approach. But Novis has more speed once again. Oh, here comes Novis. Here goes Novis with more speed. And it is overtaking Soulja here in the end. But might be the better approach going back again. But it is Novis in the lead. But who such a bad end. And he's going to lose out to MiQuatro as well. Novis takes the win.
Oh, what an unfortunate ending there for Soulja. Novis' ending was just so good. And this, guys, will put Novis into finalist mode.
Oh my god.
This will put him into finalist mode. And MiQuatro is one victory away. And we will go to the next map. But what a great performance. Novis winning 4 out of 5 rounds on the prior map. So what a performance by Novis, the madman, the legend. I can just say that. What a great performance by him on this prior track. Now
yeah, remember how he was last?
Yeah, no.
It seems like a long time ago.
Yeah,
oh my god.
So now we have Weird Flex by Thompson. The WR is occupied by Carl Jr., at least what the daddy is saying, with a 103.30. A little bit more of a speedy track, where you can either accumulate a lot of speed in this section, or go very tight. And this will be super close, because this ending section is very speedy, and you can grant yourself a lot of speed, and a lot of different lines are being chosen by the players. And I think that this will be a close fight. MiQuatro is pretty good on this track, and as well as Novis, as you can see in the warm-up. But also Soulja. We're always forgetting about Soulja. He's at 72 points, and he's playing also so good. But he just can't stand a chance against Novis, because this guy is just playing out of his mind at the moment.
Yeah, Novis truly on fire right now, and hopefully for him he can continue that streak, because he only needs one more win here. We are on a new map, so we are on a new map, so let's see if Novis can do it, because the last map seemed to be his map, let's say, and hopefully for him this one is as well. Soulja, 72 points, struggling to keep up indeed, but it's not like he's playing bad. It's just the others are super good, and well, the round has started. And we are gonna see if Novis can take the win here. I'm gonna focus on him a little bit, as he is finalist mode. And with the 10 points, he's going to win. And he's already ahead, even in the start. Which seems like it's not really that possible to do. That's what the word was I was looking for. But he is doing it. 0.1 ahead already. Novis on his way to getting into the loser bracket final. And it is only Soulja and MiQuatro who can keep up a little bit here, but Novis already 0.14 ahead. MiQuatro is on the pursuit though. MiQuatro actually getting closer and closer, as Novis is feeling the sweatiness right now. MiQuatro is breathing in Novis's neck, but it is not enough yet. Novis is ahead, but MiQuatro has a nice amount of speed. And here we go into the jump. Look at Soulja, by the way. He is not out of it yet. He's also pretty fast, as Novis goes for the inside line. Is Novis going to be the one who is going to be the fastest? It is the case, but MiQuatro is super close. And here goes Soulja for the attack as well. Novis is
Oh my god!
Who is going to win here?
Oh, it's MiQuatro!
MiQuatro snipes Novis!
Oh my god, and therefore MiQuatro will grant himself the finalist status. What was this risk by MiQuatro, finishing as right as possible? Oh my god! And that was the ending I was speaking about in the warm-up. So MiQuatro is taking the finalist mode, and we have a double finalist situation going into the next round. Carl is at 78 points and Soulja at 76. It's their task to deny both of the players. Novis with a very... What is this guy doing? What a start is this? Can you tell it to me? It is so insane, but also Carl is here in the mix. Soulja seems to drop a little bit further behind with 0.2 of a second. Also not the best speed for him in this section, but I mean, keeping up with those players, this seemed to be, for me, almost impossible. MiQuatro, what was this line? This guy is taking so many risks. He's on a banger of a time. What did this guy smoke? So after this denial from Novis, he wants to take it here in his first finals attempt. The last stretch is coming, and MiQuatro is looking good. Novis with more speed, though, so this will be all in the end. We will see a winner here. Who will it be? Who will be the first player in the winner bracket final? Will it be MiQuatro or Novis? Novis with a little bit of a better approach, a little bit more speed. Who will it be? Novis with more speed, and it is Novis who overtakes him. What is happening? Oh my god!
We had a reverse from last round. MiQuatro was ahead and Novis snipes instead of Novis being ahead and MiQuatro sniping. And what a performance by both these two players. MiQuatro is still finalist and Novis is taking a sigh of relief, I'm guessing, because he's pretty happy that he survived that one. MiQuatro was on a streak right there. And this line in the middle of the map by the finished player was like, okay, now it's over, I thought. But it wasn't. Novis came back in the end. And now it is time for Soulja and Carl to really step it up here, because this is their last chance. They need to deny MiQuatro, otherwise they are out of the tournament. And Soulja is hearing my call right now. He is already 0.1 ahead of MiQuatro. But here he comes once again. He is so fast on that part. And he is closing in the gap. The Belgian player is a little bit ahead though, but he's going to be really wide. And let's see after this turn.
Oh!
Is faster though. It seems like he is going to extend his lead, and look at him go! He is so fast, and it is about 0.2 difference. So unless Soulja makes any huge mistakes here, it should be his round. But I want to emphasize should. Oh, but here comes MiQuatro making a mistake, and that's going to be his finalist attempt down the toilet. And Carl is on the pursuit, but I think Soulja will get 10 points. Ooh, looked a little bit riskier in the end, but he did get it.
Yeah, Monka W finished there, and I'm still a little bit flushed from that prior round. What did this guy smoke? This is unbelievable. So Soulja 89 points, Carl 88 points, and then we have MiQuatro being finalist, and MiQuatro just seemed to be the predator in the middle part. Everyone who is ahead of him, he will just smash him. He's just super fast on this part, and we will go into the second last round on Weird Flex. This could maybe be the last round here of this winner bracket, loser bracket semi-final, but this could be a winner bracket final. Just those players are playing outstandingly good, but of course, only 2 players can make it into the loser bracket final here, as MiQuatro has a good start, as well as Carl. And Soulja says hello and is right now into the lead, but didn't get a lot of speed. MiQuatro again with such a good line here, and he is overtaking both of the players. 0.1 of a lead for MiQuatro. The Finnish powerhouse is just pushing it here, but it is Soulja again with a good line here. MiQuatro has a little bit less speed, so Soulja will come a bit closer. This will be all in the ending again, but Soulja with a mistake, and this looks so good for MiQuatro. Only the end is remaining for the Finnish player, and this looks like the GG. Carl is so far behind, and MiQuatro, unless he won't mess up the end, will move into the loser bracket final. GG.
GG, and a clap goes out to MiQuatro and Novis, both incredible performances. And yeah, I love this last round where Soulja was like, you know what, it's now or nothing, and he went for it, jumping really far high into the half pipe, and then sadly went into the wall. But wow, what a match.
I think that was the best match of the whole tournament, for me at least, casting wise, because it was just super close. And I mean, you always forget about Carl and Soulja, but MiQuatro and Novis, they played out of their minds. This is insanely good. I'm out of words for that.
Yeah, I mean, Soulja and Carl were just solid players right here, but they missed the tiny 1% more speed edge that they needed.
Indeed, indeed.
So yeah.
So we have match 124 coming up. Novis and MiQuatro will play this one, so I'm really hyped to cast it. And they will play against the winners of the match 123. Dexter, Tween, Nevermind, and Flyer are battling